on, guys? Dice98 here with another episode of Patch Notes, and today we are doing 3.6 Escape from the Underworld. As you can see, we have a new god in this patch, usually on an even patch note date for some reason. Dang it, Fang, why do you have to text me every time I do this? Uh, so, we might as well just go ahead and do the god, which, as you can see, what her name is Jing Wei, the Oathkeeper. She is a ADC slash hunter, whatever you would want to call her, and she's very unique in her own way, but very simple, and I feel like she'll get some use throughout. And let's go ahead and look at this card art. It's very cool card art. She actually reminds me of something you'd see, like this looks like a art style and kind of a model of someone you'd see from like League of Legends or something. I don't know. That just kind of rings the bell. She's really cute, really cool, really nice player model. I really wish I could show it in game, but it's a really nice player model in game. She's carrying this big old crossbow. It's really cool. She's no Neath or nothing. She's covered really well, and she's got some really cool looking armor, very Chinese ornate looking. I like it. I like it a lot. I probably won't be using her much at all because she has no. I don't really think she has much support wise, but she's definitely going to be an ADC that I feel like I'm going to be playing up against a lot. So, right on into her passive. Her passive is actually a really cool passive. What you do is, as soon as she leaves the fountain, sorry, long couple days for me. As soon as she leaves the fountain, she takes off into the sky and flies for 5 seconds, and she can fly over obstacles. Basically, she can fly over walls that don't go up to the sky, really, like pillars and stuff she'll run into, kind of like Apollo's chariot, but she only flies for about 5 seconds, and this is only when exiting the fountain, so this is not an escape passive. This is more hurry to the lane passive. This will also help her get in team fights really quickly from backing and stuff like that, so helps her a little bit in transitioning back from healing into team fights and stuff like that. So very interested to see how this plays out kind of later on, but it's a very interesting passive. She has a very cool animation, and as you can tell, I'm not going to go over her lore, but she basically got resurrected as a bird, and then like has to like do something every so often. Like she has a job she has to do. That's why she's known as the Oath Keeper. She keeps her oath even after death, and la-di-da-di-da. And she's very childish. She has a very childlike appearance. She looks a lot. It's not as small as Scylla and Cupid, but she's more very teenish. She looks like somebody that would you'd see from like I said, like an actual like anime character or something. I could see her getting a kawaii skin or something like that because it'd match her. So her first ability is President Gust, and basically it deals damage when it creates. It does a little explosion, and then causes this cylinder of air that will push up any enemy, and you for a quick second. And it also does as you. Sorry. Oh my gosh. As enemies stand in it, they also take damage. It's very reduced damage though. At max, it does 290 plus 9% of your physical power, so it's very strong burst damage. And then it does a good amount of tick damage at 50 plus 5% of your physical power for every second, and it lasts for 5 seconds. I think. Yeah, I guess. Lasts for like 5 seconds or so. So it'll do a good chunk of damage after if they stand in it. So if you're rooted in it, it could hurt a little bit. And it costs, as you can see here, cooldown is 14 seconds. It's a pretty long cooldown. And this and her agility is kind of a base of her kit. She's very mobile. She's very strong in the air against knockups and stuff like that. So very interesting. She also gets attack speed buff from this. It's more of a soul passive where she can go use her in hands much faster, but not get the in-hand penalty while moving. The movement penalty. And then Explosive Bolts, this is the next one. She basically fires her, can't see that down there, fires her fires her bolts from her crossbow, and there's 3 of them she loads in, and they're explosive, and they have a small AoE Not as big as Stellar Burst. Probably about the size of a little bit smaller than a Freya Impulse, I think it is. But has it's about that size, maybe a little bit smaller. But also counts. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Getting up early is not doing good for me. It also gives increased crit chance when you use it for those 3 bolts, and it can anything it hits it can crit and is affected by the passives of Golden Bow, Ekival, Quinn Size, stuff like that. So it's pretty good. Agility, basically it's a small dash, but you can do it in midair when getting knocked up, or by persistent gust to fly forward, and immune to movement speed penalties during it, and yeah, but you can still get hit. So this is not a immunity or anything. This is not a spin dash from. This is not like a spin dash that Xbalanque has. Now this one's really cool. This is a really neat ultimate, and basically what it is she charges up and she jumps up in the air, and then in this big rectangle in front of her, she drops 4 different explosives, which just blow up in the air. And it's not like a soul ult; it's more like a Hebo ult. It's just boom, boom, kind of in that way. But she jumps up there and you just airstrike people, and it's a really cool ult. And then she can hover after she's up there. She hovers for about 2 seconds to plan where she's landing, so she doesn't land. You can use it to kind of escape maybe and keep it from. Oh my gosh! Oh, I am so tired today. Use it as a little bit of a plan where you're landing, so you want to attack. You won't fall into enemies and just get destroyed. So, moving on to the new skins. Actually, before I forget, I'm going to show you her recolor. She's got instead of the blue and gold, she goes to more of a green and orange. And I do kind of like this better because my favorite color is blue. But she's got some. This is a very nice color scheme. I do like the wings, how it goes from the kind of green to the orange. I don't know her. Yeah, hers go to blue to gold, or gold to blue, whichever one it is. It's a very cool color scheme difference, and kind of matches the watery scene that it's in. So I have a feeling we'll see a lot of her. She's got a very interesting kit and something that a lot of 100 players could do some stuff with. So moving on to the skins other than the recolor. We have the Pendemonium Odin, and this is a weird skin. And in that Odin is not in a suit, he is actually a panda. His spear is a bamboo stick, and yes, Panda Odin. Basically, yeah, it's not a bad skin. I have no problems with it. He's a panda. He has a eye patch. He's got a big fat belly. All his abilities are very panda-based, grass and bamboo looking, and it's really nice. I think they could have used their resources in something better than just a panda. And I know they have a guy that's high-res panda in there, and that's probably kind of goes towards him. But I feel like they could have done a better skin and more epic looking. Like the next ones. The next ones look awesome. But it's a cool skin, nice skin. I'm not gonna get it. I don't know how many people get it. So next one we have, as you could tell, we have the event that we talked about earlier. We have that has been leaked earlier was the Escape of the Underworld event, and the first 2 skins have been released out of it. There are 3 more skins in this event, and the first 2 skins are Grim Horseman Guan Yu and Grim Wrath Hades. So we'll go ahead and look at Guan Yu. Guan Yu has they're all very robotic, metallic looking, and it's a very cool design. All of his abilities are very dark computer code-ish that you put on it, especially Hades. And then you have the the horse is mechanical for him, and all of his effects are black and red. It's a very cool skin and very cool effects all around. So next up we have Hades. Another really cool skin. He looks very demonic. He looks very cool. He's got a jetpack on the back. All of his effects are very cybernetic. It looks like Hades got himself an upgrade, and that's exactly what I expected there, and it looks really nice. the basics are cool. The all the effects look nice. His ult is very cybernetic looking. It's very cool ult. I wish I could show it off, but I can't. And yeah, it's just I'm can't wait to get this skin. I know Corbin's really looking forward to it, and I probably gonna get this one too because I play some support Guan Yu. But yeah, as you can see, I moved right on. That was Grim Horseman and Grim Wraith. I clicked right along. This is World Weaver Neath talking about her ultimate in this way. But she's it's a tier 2, so she's got a lot more ornate stuff onto her bow. She's a little bit more dressed up for once. A little bit more jewelry, kind of better headdress. A lot like the Bass set we got a couple patches ago. And yeah, it's not much to say about this other than it's a tier 2 and it's basically all the same. But it's nice card art, nice looking skin. I'm probably not going to use it. I don't use it a lot of Neath, but it's nice. It's nice. So next up we have the big blue baby. Vamana's tier 2. Basically, well, Vamana got a tier 2, and it's Vamana tier 2, and it's blue. That's really all I have to say about it. I'm not a big fan of this. I like the mask. The mask is cool, but other than that, there's not much you can do with Vamana, and I really don't think that this is what you do with him. You have enough blue baby jokes going around. Why do you need another one? It's nice and all. It just, I don't think it changes him in a good way. It makes him really look really good. So that's my own opinion. If you guys like it, you guys can spout your opinion off in the comment section below, and I do not mind. That is what the comment section is made for. But yeah, we have that, and that's basically all the skins except updated masteries for a Wheelix, actually, and she's getting a. They didn't even show this off in the patch notes, but it's a very cool update for her. She's not fully gold and stuff anymore, but it looks like Soukous does keep the gold or diamond body, but Wheelix as a whole will not. And of course, I guess that's the reason they kept Soukous, because it's not a lot of change for her, since she's not wearing a whole lot, being that she's a Mayan god. But that's all Mayan gods don't wear a whole lot. So yeah, that's basically all for the skins and updates. We have a new avatar, which is the trapped icon, trapped soul kind of icon. You'll get it from the Underworld event, and this Underworld event I'm really looking forward to. I like Arena. I've always kind of liked Arena, and I think it's going to be kind of fun in that you get this bonus round, and the bonus round will gain additional worship. If you win the bonus round, you gain additional worshippers. And the bonus round also helps you unlock certain achievements some events that will get you the trapped icon and the music pack that is here. I don't think they have the music pack out yet. I haven't heard anything from it. But it's pretty cool. It adds a bonus round. It adds a really cool look to the arena. A lot better than what they did with the Christmas or Halloween arena. And yeah, it's going to be really, really nice. But looking into it, I'm gonna enjoy it. And it does go ahead, and all these items, like you can get the Hades, the Guan Yu, and this loading frame, all add up to your total that you buy with gems yourself to go towards the limited skin, which is Nox. Yes, and these two you get from achievements. Quests, and if you get all 3 achievements and you just pick up like 3 items, then you get the Nox skin. The Nox skin is only 6, and there's 6 items and 3 events, so you get those, you'll be fine. You get any of those, it'll be fine. So next up, you had God Build. You had a couple fixes. You can look at these if you really want to. It's nothing real big, nothing that has to change. Just fixing where the God Builder actually works for Matrasu, and fixed issue where God models would not show during random pick and custom matches. Glad you fixed that. Now to achievements. As always, achievements are kind of the ones we go by real quick, because we always want to see the gods and the skins and stuff, and a little bit of the changes. Not too happy about some of these achievements, but we'll talk about that in a second. So first off, we have up against the wall, stun 10 opponents as Anher by impaling them into a pillar. As Anher. and her achievements, of course. And then basically, Fury of the Desert. Use your ult, Desert Fury, to kill 3 people as enter at one time with single Desert Fury. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Not. The ult does nothing. Nemesis, steal away 500 protections from Divine Judgment, basically to take from the bulky gods. If you take 50% from me, usually you get a lot of protection. You get about 2. You probably only need to ult me like twice or 3 times. Back at ya, Nemesis, by kill an enemy by using the Reflect from Retribution, which is kind of just shield whenever they're low health, when they're using their ult or something, and die. New wall especially, this is the greatest thing to do too. Vulcan, that's a spicy meatball. Basically, you kill people with backfire while they're knocked up by the magma palm. So that's how you do that. And lock and loaded, kill an enemy with your ultimate at maximum distance. Arena, maximum distance, shoot in the middle. Boom. Now for the item changes. These are I'm not real happy with. I like Genji's. I liked Genji's as it was, Omni Hunter, and I like Spectral as it was, but they changed. So, meh. So spellbounded Kisaran. This, which builds into Genji's guard, I think. Now no longer provides cooldown reduction. Now gains cooldown. Crowd control reduction. Now provides cooldown reduction, which I'm happy with that. But I like the old passive. But this one is you take magical damage from allies. Your cooldowns are reduced from abilities, not allies. God, I'm tired. When you take magical damage from an ability, the cooldowns are reduced by 2 seconds for all of your abilities that are on cooldown. This can only occur once every 30 seconds and will not trigger if there are no skills on cooldown. So basically, if you get shot before you even activate an ability, the cooldown this ability does not activate, so you cannot waste it. It also got a reduction cost. I'm not a huge fan of this. I do like the new like the idea, but I like the old Genji guard passive. I wish they had put this on Omni Hunter. So Omni Hunter passive now regenerates every 10 seconds and in and out of combat, so you're not standing outside and doing absolutely nothing. Yeah. Spectral armor. This one, I did like the old passive. It didn't get used a whole lot, especially with lifesteal falling off in the map a lot. Season 2 had a ton of lifesteal. Lifesteal's not on the map as much in Season 3, so I can see why they wanted to change it. But now you can when you activate a relic, you can activate Ghost Walk for 4 seconds, which you basically walk through enemy players and enemy deployables, which walls, gods, there you go. They basically just walk through them. Basically, Osiris passive. And there you go. Sorry, I had to look at my phone. Next, Emerald Talisman, as you got dropped down to 1,300 gold. Basically, because it was very expensive and not great to pick up early. Was good late though, and it makes it a little bit more cost effective early. I know that this may help me build into my starter build for my Guardians a little bit more. That's more HP 5 based. Stone Guy also got a drop in what was this? 100 gold. So yes. And I like this better because it's not 430. This 30 always threw me off. 400 would have been fine, whatever. Soulstone got a buff to where it makes a lot more power when you have 4 souls. Make a little bit more damage to it instead of just being kind of there. Wasn't a great pickup usually. Shifter Shield, reduce cost to make it more viable because it's not very viable right now. Okay, so Agni, getting a little love. Gonna have increased attack speed but lower attack speed scaling. But still, you're getting more attack speed by the end of it anyway. Apollo getting a little love. Reduced mana cost on his Strum, his line, and reduced cooldown for his line. So he's getting a little love in that way. And then Across the Sky's mana cost was a little high. Now it's not as much, so you can kind of spend a little bit more time up in the air scouting and then come down when need be. And kind of ult into team fights and not be too scared. Oh, I'm out of mana. Yeah. So, Bakasura, this is kind of a good one. Bakasura can now consume any non-jungle creatures at 100%, not including Gold Fury and Fire Giant. So, mid harpies, boars, all minions can be ate at 100% health, but minion camps, I think the small minions could still be eaten, and I don't know when you can eat the big minions. I think it's like 50% or something. So those are from buff camps though. Chang'e, for some reason they decided they needed Chang'e. She didn't have, I guess because didn't have a single bit in the early game. Basically, it healing increase a little bit, and damage increase a little bit on her twirl heal damaging ability. Chiron, fixed, just a fix. That's all you need. Hell, didn't get really what she needed, really in the way that she kind of needed, with a little bit more on her heal, especially now with all the healing reduction items, in my opinion. But she got the slow was increased to 10% at starting rank and 30 rank, so 5% at each rank, and the light CC immunity raised to 2.5 at all ranks, so you could easily, instead of 0.5, that little bit of CC, and it was kind of hard to use, it's a lot easier to do 1.25 at all ranks and continue with that. So, Ring of Spears, Odin, too good. Ring of Spears is so freaking short that they boosted to 75 seconds, so it maybe stay on a little longer. Yeah, there you go. Scylla didn't really do too great in the early game, and didn't really have a whole lot of good early on. So they gave her a boost to all of her abilities, maybe make her a little bit more late game, and help her get to late game. Soul fixed to her Stellar Burst, not going on cooldown when it needed to be, and Sylvanas got a reduced cooldown on his grab from 26 at max rank to 22 at max rank, and then 18 at 18. So just a little bit change there. And a mana cost from 70 at both starting ranks to 50 at late ranks, meaning it's better at late game, and take away his little bit of the whole huge amount of push that he had. He's so good early. So I think that's about it. If I remember anything else, I'll try to tweet about it, or I may end up adding it at the end if I think about it before I post this. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this patch. Going to be on Xbox probably next month. And we may see a little bit of that. So we should be getting the. I just realized my chair was super loud there. Okay, so we should be getting the up to 3.5 soon, and I hope we get the Underworld event soon, because that's going to be a lot of fun in the arena. So, but yeah, on Xbox wise, and this for PC, you guys are going to get it on Tuesday. So okay, I'm not going to look up the date. The Tuesday from when this was posted. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to leave a comment down below on how you feel like how you think the God skins were, and how you think the new God's going to be. And make sure to follow for the next patch notes in a couple weeks. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is PokeGen Gaming Wade. Peace out.